Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. So, like I said, I'm going to start doing companion quests. Now, Eddie is an interesting case because you can't really start his directly. You have to kind of do other stuff and it'll just happen naturally eventually. Veronica is also interesting. Well, okay. Eddie had a really simple quest in the base game. There's not much to it. You don't find any background on the character and it happens eventually. Lonesome Road kind of added a whole nother layer to Eddie, and you got a lot more backstory and way more cool stuff happening. Veronica has a similar situation where you have to kind of trigger stuff, but...
What's up?
I have questions I want to ask
He
you.
was dead when I got there.
Tell me about the Brotherhood.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How'd you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
What do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Do you like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves, it's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
What's the Codex?
Ah, the Codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats?
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
She's talking about the one out east in D.C. Who's Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Never mind. I don't need to know about all this or that. Tell me about yourself.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
What are your goals?
I want a dress.
Dress?
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
That's your goal? You want a nice
Hey,
dress?
you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies, before the war, they knew what they were doing.
Tell me something else.
Can I make it up?
Who is Father Elijah?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
Your fallen from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost its power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How was it different from any other elder would have acted?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Ever try to talk sense to him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
What'd you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How's that different? What did you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was... strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was... something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it... I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world. Make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Tell me something else about you.
What?
Do you have any other family? You always said you don't. Ever been in love?
Ever been nosy? I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love.
What happened?
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
You didn't go with her?
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while.
So, for those of you who can't put 2 and 2 and maybe another 2 and possibly a fourth 2 together, she's actually talking about Christine from Dead Money, and Christine actually refers to her a few times, if you get the dialogue choices right. They were gal pals, as many deniers prefer to tell themselves. There was something else about you. Someplace you wanted me to take you?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work.
Discuss other things. Oh, yay. I found Elijah.
You did? Where? Oh my god. I mean, I thought... I don't even know what I thought might have happened to him. But you don't have a "this is good news" expression on your face.
I've seen my face. I don't have any expression. I had to trap him inside a pre-war prison.
Trapped him? Where? It doesn't matter. He died when we all retreated to Hidden Valley. I didn't expect to see him again. No one did. Did he say anything when you met him? Anything at all?
Something you wanted to pass along.
Where did you get this? Guess I was right about the bad news, huh? Same look Elder McNamara always gave me when I was up for promotion.
You should watch it. It's a message. The news is up to you.
All right. I'll watch it. That was hard to watch.
Boy, you watched that fast. Did you make any sense?
The parts I understood didn't matter. Past all the garbage, all it amounted to was goodbye. Sorry. Feel a little out of it. Head spinning a bit. Oh. I think he left me a gift. Maybe I can use it better than he did.
So, that message is from the End of Dead Money I got off the computer terminal. You can either give it to her and you get this perk, or you can have her unlock it and you get the perk, and it's Elijah's Rambling, and you increase like melee weapon stuff, but I don't play melee weapons ever, so she can have it. Veronica has received the Elijah's Last Words perk. She has learned a secret melee weapon technique that increases her attack speed by 150% and gives her a 25% chance to knock down enemies. Okay.
See you around.
So she kind of gives you a hint as to how to do her side quest by that dialogue. She wants to see how other groups are doing. Basically, you can go to any of the big groups in the game. Oh, wow, they're right next to each other. You can go to Nellis and you'll talk to people there. You can go to Novak, I think, Repcon. There's a couple different places. The easiest one is to go to McCarran and go there and talk to people, because there's 2 triggers. You need to trigger 3 different events with her. I think there's 2 triggers there, and I already got a trigger because I went in the Silver Rush with her and she commented. She said, that's a lot of energy weapons. So McCarran's a cool place. It's actually, hey, you can kind of see over there, it's an old airport converted into a military base. Hello. Can I talk to you? Are you? Oh, you're no one. I should probably make it day. Boy, it is decidedly green here now. Oh, this game is kind of eerie without all the background music. I have to go into the terminal building. Yeah. The 2 triggers in here, I think one is just like one you walk through the entrance. Oh, bit of frame rate.
There's a lot more troops here than we thought. No wonder we couldn't hold Helios 1.
See, there's a trigger. Just her little comments like that. I think the second one, I have to talk to the doctor that's here. Just kind of forget the layout. I think it's... Oh, hey. You can see they were really clever. They snuck in a lot of hints towards DLC stuff throughout the game. Is this it? No, you're not who I want to talk to. Later, but not now. Maybe. I don't even know if I'm going to deal with them. Of course, Las Vegas has slot machines in the airport. Is this the place? No, not you.
Hey.
What is...
Morning.
What was that horrible sound? You heard that, right? Actually, I think I do need to speak with you. Where's Veronica? Oh, she's over there. Well, this thing is making...
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, this is the first time I've heard about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over, but how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Isn't OSI also from Venture Brothers? Yeah, it is. Tell me more.
Good. I thought I sensed a kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should... Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I had other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more. I don't need to know the chances, but what is the OSI here?
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters. Medicine, engineering, biology.
Your gloves are shiny.
The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You said you were the director?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
You're doing all these things yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
That's your food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
What other responsibilities does your office
We
have?
aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
You control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. I also have high hopes for our Helios 1 facility. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the 2 scientists who are working there. So far, they've only managed to achieve 1% power output. I'd send help if I could spare the personnel.
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Even the stupid NCR is investing in new research. We're getting left...
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientists, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Continue?
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several databanks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Left in the dust.
I think I just
Hey, you got a second?
got both triggers for both of their quests. What is it now?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
I'll take you back there first chance I get.
Great! Thanks, thank you. I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
And I believe you also have something to say.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, Hilton didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Goodbye.
Right. Good luck.
Wow. That was very productive. I didn't think I would get Eddie's trigger. Because basically there's words that an NPC has to say and it'll activate Eddie's triggers, and I think that's the second one I've done with Eddie. I'll do that, but I should start this first. Do I have Eddie? Oh, maybe I haven't done the second trigger for it yet. I thought I did. Oh, I should go turn that in, too. Get rid of some of these quests. Oh, I have a lot of quests to turn in, actually. Okay, let me go do this one. Where do you want us to go? Alright, am I going to the... I'm not going to the... Oh, I am going to the bunker. That's going to be tough. Okay, before I go there, let me... Oh man, I have to go deal with the bunker. Let me go turn in some of these things. So, this one first. By the way, I was wrong. That gate that I made such a big deal for, the Mojave Outpost, that leads to the Long 15. If you decide to bomb the NCR at the end of Lonesome Road, you can go through there, and that leads to the area. I thought it was somewhere else. So I have to go talk with Ghost. Right.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter.
Nipton was attacked by the Legion.
Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever.
Didn't mean to bury
Unless you burn the town, don't take blame that's not due. Things are gonna get uglier before the year's out. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
Oh wow, that's a shit amount of XP. Did it also turn in the cold, cold heart? Look at that guy over there. Look at him ice skating because he's so far out of the rendering distance. Who do I turn cold, cold heart into? Oh. It's gonna give me Caesar fame, which I don't want. But I want the XP. And I also want it out of my log. You, the man who's very confused.
Something else you wanted?
Legion attacked Nipton.
What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders.
No shit.
We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
Okay. Well, I didn't get enough Caesar fame to get liked, so that's good. Don't even want to get liked by them. God, there was another one. Boulder City. Ugh, there's a lot of shit to do. Back over here. I'll be friendly with the NCR. They're okay. They're misguided in a lot of ways, but they do have good intentions. Caesar's Legion, no. They bad. They very bad.
I'm glad you're able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got orders to take out the Great Khans, hostages or not.
Great Khans are the hostage go in exchange for their own freedom.
My hands are tied. I can't go against orders, can I?
If you have any integrity, you'll honor the deal.
You're right. The Great Khans are free to go.
There we go. That should help in the long run, too. Getting liked by the Khans. Yay, they like me. Okay. Let's see, these are story quests. I need to do that later. That's for Rex. Okay, so I can make you care. What would be the easiest way to get to Hidden Valley? Guess from Good Springs. Gotta slog through the desert. Come on, load times. Okay. Straight out east. This gun's so cool. It's so silly looking. It has so many unnecessary doodads and bubbles. Something friendly out here. Lots of friendly things. What's the haps? What's the haps? What? Oh, is it? Because, oh, Eddie's boosting my perception and my ability to see things far away. What is it? Oh, God, frame rate. Oh, it's coyotes. What's up, dog? Oh wow, is that Repcon? It's pretty good load. Or not load, draw distance. That's what I'm looking for. What? Death Claws. But this isn't Quarry Junction. Is it? No, Quarry Junction's that over there. Something else I'll deal with another time. Maybe not even in this playthrough. It's not really a need. Quarry Junction's pretty good if you... Hello, Coyote. Oh, and Coyote Pup. Nope, but there's something over there. What was that? Isn't that the... What's moving around over there? Jeez, is Eddie's thing so... Let's see. Straight ahead. Eddie's sensors are so good I can't even see what he's picking up. That's the prison. I want to stay away from that. Oh. Those are powder gangers. You didn't even care. I just turned your friend into a thin red paste. Get him, Eddie. Get him. Got him. That was a sneak attack critical? Let's keep heading east. more energetic. Forgot that they give karma because they're evil assholes. Powder gangers. Prisoners turned into warmongers, I guess the best way to describe them. They like to blow things up. They like to blow people up. They like to steal from people, do evil things to people. They're not as bad as fiends, but they're basically thieves. Yep, here we go, Hidden Valley. Have you figured out why it's called Hidden Valley yet? The thing is, having Veronica helps. Where's Eddie? Oh, here he comes. Having Veronica helps. Do you still have that ballistic fist I gave you? Yes, you do. She helps because otherwise you would be lost in the sandstorm. You wouldn't really know. Oh, I don't remember it being this bad on the... Oh, wait, yeah. Something here. I think it's bark scorpions or rad scorpions usually inside here. Hear you. Wow. Okay. Oh, this gun's awesome. Well, that's outside the fence. Do I even want to deal with that? You kind of get an idea that there's something more happening because there's like a vent there and all these bunkers everywhere. There's a specific bunker you want. Straight in front of me. A lot of things in this area. There we go. This is the one. Anything bad that wants to kill us? No? Okay, here we go. Lights, I can't see shit. So this is the Brotherhood of Steel bunker. You gonna do something? That's an interesting face.
Hold on, I've got this. I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
There we go, and now... Wait, what? I've never done this with Veronica first. Usually I come here by myself and it's a completely different matter. Oh, this does change things. Normally they put a bomb collar on you and you do all this side quest stuff and...
There you are. A few of us wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to the Brotherhood, so we've set aside some of our recycled energy cells. We'll leave a few of them in that footlocker in the corner every so often. The Paladins scoff at using recycled ammo, so no one should mind.
Oh, that's because I'm liked. It's actually really hard to get maximum status with the Brotherhood of Steel.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around.
You have a Gauss
But
rifle.
since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Okay. This way? Still in the dark. That's a whole nother thing I have to deal with. Oh, turrets. Hello. Wait, don't I get something? Isn't there like a classroom?
The principles of fusion are relatively simple.
If if I listen to you, doesn't Eddie get a trigger? Do I need to sit?
Looking sharp, Ramos.
He's not even in this room. No? Okay.
Now, who can tell me the primary components of gunpowder?
There's no one in this room, sir. It's because it's the middle of the night. See something? I'll do this on the way out. Veronica, where is your terminal? Is it through here? Number 2? Oh. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
Hmm? Oh, it's you, Veronica.
Is this the terminal? No. Self-destruct? Why would I want to do that? Watkins. Where the hell is the terminal? I thought it was... Maybe I have to go to the Elder's office? This way? Oh no, I have to speak with the Elder. Hello. Wait, am I still on the right quest? There we go, yeah. So, I'll talk to him in the next episode, so thanks for joining me. Come back, all the next stuff up
Hello,
real
Veronica.
soon.
How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to
I can
our
hardly notice that
problems.
lazy... How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
I guess I did need to talk to him. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. Come back on the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.